This one video is literally the key to you making your next $10,000 with reselling. What is up, guys? It's Braden, bk.supply, and in this video, I'm going to be running y'all through an entire reselling guide on how to start and scale your reselling business from complete scratch. Now, I haven't done a reselling guide or a full tutorial in a while, but I'm coming back to y'all with an insanely valuable video, and if you follow every single step that I show you in this video, I promise that you will be successful and you can easily make at least $5,000 a month. So inside this video, we are going to cover how to find winning products, how to find good suppliers for those products, how to list your products, how to warm up your accounts properly so that you don't get banned and you can avoid any risks with, marketplace apps and all the different type of shit, as well as how to actually go ahead and scale your business. I would highly recommend staying until the end of this video because like I said, bro, it is going to be super valuable. I literally run through everything that you need to know as a beginner reseller to make your first $5,000 a month. And if you just apply every single thing that I tell you in this video, you're going to make a lot of money with reselling, bro. Now, the truth is, I don't like to make my YouTube videos too long, and I definitely give a lot of information, but if you guys want to actually get more information on how to start reselling, guys, just want more information on the business model, more tips and tricks, and more useful information, I'll leave the link to my free Discord down below where you guys can join and get free access to a bunch of reselling tools, resources, help, and a community with over 500 dedicated resellers that are there to help you at literally all times. Like I said before, bro, watch to the end of this video because it is going to be super valuable, but enough yapping. Let's get straight into this thing.
All right, boys. Now, the first thing that we are going to cover in this video, and by far the most important thing, is knowing what products to sell. Because if you guys do not sell good products, you guys do not know what products are doing well, what products are not doing well, you guys are never going to be successful. So I'm really quickly, I'm going to show you guys how to actually find winning products. This is literally a foolproof method. It works every single time, and anybody can do this. If you have a phone, computer, it doesn't matter, and it'll take you less than 10 minutes to find out. So guys, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to go to eBay right here. Now, the reason why you want to go to eBay is because they have a feature where you basically can see what products have sold in the past for a specific product. All right. So for example, if we go here, you go to eBay, click advanced. What you guys are going to do is you guys are going to click sold items, and you guys are going to do, let's say, minimum price $200, right? So let's say that you guys want to find a cologne that is selling really well. So what we're going to type in cologne in the keywords. None of these really matter. None of these matter. Click search, and now you guys are going to see a bunch of colognes. So you guys can see Creed Aventus, bro. Creed Aventus, and I'll tell you guys this right now. Creed is a really good cologne to sell. Creed Aventus selling for $330. You can buy for maybe $30, bro. Louis Vuitton Imagination $260. Another Creed, right? What else do we have here? We have another Louis Vuitton. You guys can see, bro. These products are ripping and they're selling really well. Now, if you guys want to get a little bit more niche, what you guys want to do is you guys want to look for things that are kind of, popping up, and are commonly sold, right? So, for example, let's take this Creed Vetiver listing, right? Whatever you want to call this. So what we're going to do is now we are going to go to validate this product. What we're going to do is instead of searching cologne, we're going to search this exact product. See how type is Creed Vetiver or whatever. I don't know how the fuck you say that, but it doesn't matter. You guys can see. The first thing you guys want to look out for is when is it being sold. If there's multiple being sold a day, you know that it's printing. So you guys can see 21st, 19th, 17th. And some of these are out of order as well. But October 21st, you guys can see that this would be a decent product. It is selling every now and then. It's starting to kind of pick up now. You guys can see it is selling like currently, literally right now, and it's selling for $250. So this might be a decent product to actually go ahead and test out. Now we can do this with really any niche. Like for example, if you guys want to go to even designer or actually designer. Let's look at something more niche. Designer bag, right? You guys go and search designer bag. You see all the items that are sold. You guys can kind of look for common products. You guys can see that this Coach bag is selling for $200. You can probably get it for maybe $30-40. What other ones are selling really well? These LV bags, certain LV bags. You guys kind of have to look and identify trends, and see what products are actually being consistently shown, right? So I don't know if we're gonna find any more here. On these first couple of pages, it might take too much time to find one. Yeah, you guys basically get the gist. Like for example, you guys just saw in this first little thing that 2 of these Coach bags are sold in the same day, same style, same whatever you want to call it. So if you guys go ahead and, we want to validate this again, coach bag, go ahead and type it in. You guys can see that it's being decent and sold, right? So 23rd, 23rd, let's see what else. Another one on the 23rd, 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 and you guys can just see endless amounts of coach bags. This will actually be a very, very good product to sell on eBay, right? Now, you guys can really do this with any platform. However, I would recommend doing it for eBay because of this little listing item. Um, and that's honestly the best way to find winning products is looking at what's selling. Because like a lot of these products, like all these main sellers, bro, like there's not a lot of people selling these consistently. So if you can sell these, 2, 3, 4, 5 times every single week, bro, you're gonna basically be able to take over the market. Depending on if these are authentic or not. Now, for example, like something like I'm trying to see, like something like this maybe, or something like trying to find a better listing. Maybe like you like this, like would it be authentic? But you guys kind of have to figure that out for yourselves. That's basically how to find winning products. Just make sure that number one, it's being sold consistently, like almost every single day. Number two, you can at least sell it for like a 4x profit. So like for example, if you could get these coach bags for like $150, you can sell it for $250. It would still be worth it because it's a higher ticket product. But if you were to do it like a smaller scale and you got something for 50, you can sell it for 80, it wouldn't be worth it. Now, the profit margins, if you were to, hypothetically, if you were to get this for like $150 and sell it for 250, would be very, very low. However, you're still making $100 profit. So kind of have to think about that as well. The higher the ticket, the lower the profit margin has to be, because the more profit you're just going to make overall. But you guys can get these for like $30 or $40 anyway. So yeah.
So now that we understand how to actually find winning products, how do we find suppliers for these products? Now, I did just make a video probably about a week ago on how to find free suppliers. You guys can go ahead and definitely watch that. I'll leave it right here for you guys. However, the truth is that finding your own suppliers is not only going to cost you hours of your time, but it is going to cost you hundreds of dollars to find your own supplier. The first supplier that you test out that you find on your own may not be good. They may scam you. You never really truly know, even if you think that you found a good supplier. So if you guys just want to use the suppliers that I've used to make over $15,000 a month as a teenager at only 17 years old, the same suppliers that helped me not only drop out of school, quit my 9-to-5 job, but also move into my dream penthouse in only 2 weeks at 17 years old. I'll leave the link to all my vendors down below, bk.supply.shop, and you guys can use my own personal vendors that I use to scale my reselling business. However, if you guys do want to go ahead and find your own suppliers, go on places like Alibaba, Meta Ads, go on Reddit, go on fucking Discord channels, do whatever the fuck you gotta do and test dozens of suppliers for products, like dozens of suppliers, like 10, 20 suppliers for every single product, and you might be lucky to find a good valid one. Now, although these methods are technically free, meaning you don't have to pay any money, it's going to cost you a lot of time. And if I've learned anything in the reselling industry, it is that success loves speed. The more time you waste, the more time you spend on each task, the further back that you are going to go, because there are people pushing forward, finding new products, working on their business, making more money, and stealing your customers while you're out here looking for suppliers. So make it as fast, as easy as possible. You don't have to even go with me, but find suppliers from somebody that you actually trust, use them, get good vendors as soon as you can, as long as you know that they're validated, and you guys will be good to go. Now, boys, we got the suppliers, we got the products. How do we actually go ahead and start to sell our products? Now, wait a minute. Do not get ahead of yourself, bro, because if you skip this step, you are going to lose all of your accounts. You're never going to be able to sell anything, and your reselling business is genuinely just going to be fucked. All right. So it is very, very important to make sure that you warm up your accounts. Now, what do I mean by warming up your accounts? I mean that when you are posting on Facebook, eBay, OfferUp, Mercari, if you guys have made a brand new account on these platforms, you cannot, and I'm telling you, you cannot go and just sell one-to-one products right away, especially saturated one-to-one products. If you guys are selling AirPods, cologne, you like Baccarat Rouge 540, if you guys are selling fucking spider hoodies, you're going to get banned instantly, bro. And you might even not ever be able to make an account with your social security number or your phone number on that platform ever again. So you guys need to make sure that you are warming up your accounts. Now, you're probably asking, what is warming up your account and how do I do it? Now, warming up your account is basically building trust with the platform by getting reviews, getting sales, and just showing them that you are not only a real person, but you do good business. Now, the way that you can do this is find household items, find old toys, find old furniture. Literally just find anything in your house that is a real product and sell it. Like, this is a shock therapy thing that I can stick on myself and shock, and I can sell this on eBay for like $5, but this $5 sale of this fucking shock therapy fucking laser thing is going to help my account so much, and it's going to make sure that I don't actually get banned. So that way, when you actually want to start selling one-to-one products, the platforms trust you, they are not going to flag your listings, or it's much lower likelihood that they flag your listings unless you have just dog shit products and dog shit photos. Then you're fucked either way. If you guys actually have good listings and follow the steps that I'm going to show you in the next few minutes of this video, you guys will be good. You will not get your listings took down, paired with a warm account, which is super important, super underrated. And if you didn't do it and you're wondering why your accounts got banned, it's because you didn't fucking warm up your account properly.
All right, so now that you guys kind of understand how to warm up your accounts and how to actually get them ready to sell, what we're going to actually go ahead and do is we are going to look at what is a good listing and what is a bad listing, right? So this way you guys can kind of know what pictures to take, descriptions, prices, all the different types of stuff. I'm going to cover really quickly and just kind of give you guys an overview on this. Now, just looking at all of these listings, bro, like pretty much like every single one of these listings is absolute fucking dog shit. These listings all fucking suck, and I honestly don't know why. I haven't looked at Cologne on Facebook in a really long time, but all these listings are fucking terrible, bro. I mean, look at, like, this would be a good listing, but it's $1,200, so that's completely unrealistic. I'm trying to find a good listing for you guys so I can actually go ahead and show you. Like, for example, like, it's not a terrible listing. Maybe there's a better example. If not, then we might just have to kind of cover that one, because I'm sure that dude is actually probably pregnant. All right, yeah. So we're gonna go kind of to. Oh, actually, this one doesn't look terrible at all. This one does not look terrible at all, right? Oh, never mind. He's using eBay screenshots. All right, fuck. See, and this is what you guys have to do, bro. You guys have to look at different shit. You guys have to test. So that's all part of the process. Is this person using eBay screenshots? No, they're not, right? So boom. This is a good listing because number one, the products are very clearly displayed. A lot of you guys' listings look like absolute fucking dog shit. The pictures are terrible. You guys look like you fucking took the pictures on a Nokia phone. All right, you don't want to do that shit. First cover photo needs to be kind of the most capturing, but also the most like broad. Like it needs to be of everything. It needs to be of the bottle. It needs to be of the possibly the box. I really like the setup. This is personally how I take my pictures as well. I'll take the bottle out of the box, and then I will go ahead and like lay out like any papers, any authentication, whatever it might be. And if you guys want to sell these bottles as sealed, which I would recommend doing, just keep one bottle like open or whatever and keep it at your house, like to use forever. And just, you know, if you guys want to take new pictures, use that bottle, etc. But I would recommend selling these as sealed. Now, boom, this is just terrible. This listing, this picture is terrible. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Because anyways, but yeah, this would be an example of a good photo. Now, I'm going to actually go ahead and try and find a decent listing for Creative Event just because that was very misleading. All right. And this is, like I said, bro, this is a part of the process. You guys have to kind of test. You guys have to see what works, what doesn't. This is another thing not to do. Do not put the receipt as the fucking cover photo. This looks retarded. Like, nobody's ever going to buy this. This might be a good listing. This is not a terrible listing at all. Okay, this guy kind of he's got the right idea, right? Number one, same cover photo, very striking, very eye-catching. And then yeah, he has a picture of the bottle. It looks like absolute fucking dog shit, the picture quality, but regardless, it's still a good format. Front, top, back, bottom, and where the fuck did the listing go? Right here. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Back, front, top, bottom of the box, back of the box, barcode, papers. Very good. Not gonna lie. I fuck with this listing. Besides, like, if they could, like, if this is, I don't know how this quality they send it so fast, but if they could get this quality on all these pictures, it would look really good. But yeah, I like the format. Very detailed. You know, enough details to give the buyer good kind of assurance, but also not like crazy amount of details to the point where like it could get taken down. Like, for example, if you were to take like the atomizer off and show like the cap, that might be an issue. It might not be something that Facebook likes. But yeah, regardless, good price. I'll have to look. We can look at the market later and see if this is actually a good price for this. But use like new. Always put your product as used like new, because you never know if Facebook's going to take it down. And putting it as used like new instead of brand new actually does increase the likelihood that it will not be taken down. This is a decent description. Brand new, open offers, negotiable. Hit me up for bundles. Feel free to ask anything. Personally, it's not a terrible description. Let me see if I can possibly find one of my listings on one of my alt accounts for Creative Ventus. And I'll kind of show you guys what what like a really, really good listing will look like. I finally found one of my old listings on one of my alt accounts, bro. But as you guys can see, I was selling this bottle as sealed. I didn't have any open on hand. I want to sell them all sealed. But there's still a couple of things you could take away, right? Obviously, a very, very clear background. I literally took this on my fucking porch. You can see my pillar behind it, but the background still looks clean. Good lighting. Always take your pictures near like a window, um, or like natural light. Like take it outside, or have like a ring light. Like you want to be able to control the light and have a good source of lighting because that is super, super important. Yeah. So super, basic pictures. But what I want to go over here is the description, right? And a couple more things as well. But obviously, oh shit, I thought I'll put more in here. But brand new sealed. But I put it as used like new. This way you can kind of bypass Facebook, by saying, oh yeah, the condition is used like new, but in the description you're telling buyers that it's sealed. This is important too, putting OBL, which means or best offer, meaning that basically they can, like bid on it, and in the end, like they can throw you an offer or whatever. This is another thing too. I guess I'm leaking where I live. I'm not gonna live here for long, so you're gonna do something that fast, I guess. But located in Appleton, willing to come to Green Bay or surrounding areas. Green Bay is a city near me. And I listed this in Green Bay as well. So I had one listed in Oshkosh, which is a town near me, Appleton, and then Green Bay. So basically what this does is that it's getting my listing out to other zip codes, especially for local platforms. You want to be in at least 3 zip codes, bro, because this way you're attracting people from all different towns, all different cities, and taking like a 20-minute drive for like $200 is a pretty good deal. So yeah, pretty easy. And then also I put the payment methods as well. Like I take Apple Pay, PayPal, Cash App, etc. But this is super important, bro. List in multiple zip codes. That way you can get the most attention possible. Have good listings. And then also, this is another strategy, best offer method. Usually what I would do for this method is I'll put out $1 best offer. That way you can bid, message me, and that boosts engagement on the post, meaning gets moved up to the search bar. But yeah, so that's a pretty, and you guys can see it works pretty well actually, because 1, 2, 3, 4, it's the 5th one. So you can see that it actually worked pretty well. And this is just for general returns, just for clone, and it's the 5th one out of all of these in this big ass city. So you can see that the best offer method actually works pretty well. Now that is how to actually go ahead and list on Facebook, and a lot of other platforms, but eBay is a little bit more tricky. Especially if you want to, I guess I'm focusing more on colognes in this video because it's easy to explain. But there's a bunch of different products you can sell, bro. It doesn't have to just be cologne. I'm just kind of using it as an example, and I hope you guys realize that. For cologne, bro, what I would highly recommend doing is using stock images, bro. Use stock images because eBay's bots for authentication are on dick. Like when I say on dick, like they are like always scanning, always fucking updating. So use stock photos. And then once again, the same pricing strategy. Find the average price, list yours for a little bit lower. Boost, listing groups, whatever you got to do. I would not recommend doing bids on eBay just because it takes so much time to sell products. You have to wait for the auction to end unless somebody buys it now. And nobody's going to buy it now if they have a good bid on it. So that's kind of how that works. Yeah, use stock images for eBay, for every other platform. Just make sure you have good photos. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to, doing what you already know that you need to do, but you're just not executing it. And that is basically how to list. Now, it should only take you, if you have a good listing and you have a good product, it should realistically only take you probably maybe 1 to 2 days to sell a product, bro. Like I've had listings where, especially for like cologne, like for Baccarat, bro, which is saturated as fuck, but I'll literally post it, and 10 minutes later, I'd get somebody saying, "Hey, I'll buy it. I'll come pick it up, or we can meet." And then I get the sale, bro. Like that is how easy this shit is. If you guys have good products, have good listings, you guys are gonna fucking print. So that's a little bit of an idea of how to list products. Like I said, bro, make sure you have like a ring light, natural light, a window, a good solid background. Just make sure you got your pictures locked in, because if you're scrolling on Facebook, right? Let's just picture you the buyer. You're scrolling on Facebook, and you see something like, oh, I'm trying to find a bad listing, like a really, really wretched, terrible fucking listing. Like I see something like, yeah, I'm not fucking find like a terrible picture. Somebody gotta have a fucking terrible picture somewhere. Like this, bro. Like this. Nobody's fucking buying this shit, bro. Like, which one would you rather buy? This one, or something like fucking like even like this, bro, is a good listing picture. So yeah, that's a little bit about listing products. But number one thing, just make sure that you are putting yourself in your customer's shoes, bro. Take sure if you were the customer and you were scrolling on Facebook, which one would you stop for? Which one would catch your eye? Whoa, phone number leaked. So if you guys want to, okay. But if you were the customer and you were scrolling on Facebook, which one would you stop for and which one would you keep scrolling? You want to be the one that's a scroll stopper. You don't want to be the one that is being skipped, right? So that's a little bit about how to list. I'm gonna go into scaling a little bit more. I'm teaching you guys kind of how to scale your business. I hope this helped with listing because it really, really is simple, bro. It really is simple. A lot of you guys overcomplicate it. You just think too much about it. It's really not complicated at all. Just make your shit look good and price it very, very reasonably. And that's all that listing your products really is, bro.
All right, boys. So now that we understand the difference between a good listing and a bad listing, you guys understand things about pricing, things about listing your product photos, things about descriptions, things about maximizing sales through boosting your listings, groups, zip codes, all those different types of hacks. How do you actually scale up your business? Now, what I mean by scaling up your business is taking it from selling, one or two colognes a week or one or two AirPods or whatever the fuck product you're selling to selling multiple of that product every single day, growing your income, and just overall moving more product. Now, the number one thing that I cannot stress enough, especially for beginner resellers, you guys need to reinvest in your business. All the profits that you make below like $5,000 a month are not going to do anything for you. Take all of that profit money and invest it into more products, especially if you have products that are ripping, constantly selling for you. Why would you not just invest in as much as you possibly can into that product before it dies out? Now, a lot of you beginners are stuck in this mindset of, oh, if I buy these products, I don't know if they're going to sell. I don't know if I can find this many buyers for 100 colognes and yada, yada, yada. Bro, that's all fucking bullshit. The truth is, a lot of you guys in the reselling industry are genuinely just brain dead, and you do not understand that if you don't invest in your business and do things to push the needle forward, you are never going to grow. Like $10,000 a month is not just going to fucking fall out of the sky and come into your hands. Wait, pause, bro. But you get the point, bro. Unless you are actually taking risks and moving the needle, you are not going to make any more money than you're currently making right now. And it's funny because you guys see all these people online making money, living in penthouses, driving nice cars, and you say you want to be like them, but you don't take the risk that they took. You're not willing to do what they did. So if they can do it, why can't you? You're not different. I'm not different than you. I'm a fucking dumbass. I dropped out of school. My parents are disappointed in me. All that shit, bro. And I still took the risk, and it turned out decently well for me, bro. If you guys have a problem with investing your profits and reinvesting in your business, you guys genuinely need to fix your mindset. You need to start believing in yourself however you see fit, however you can do that, however you can think more positively about the outcome that you guys are going to receive. You guys need to fucking do that. Because think about it, bro. If you make $1,000 your first month off of reselling, if you invested, let's say, $300 and you just reinvest that $300 again, you make another $1,000 in 2 months, you got like 2,000, right? That's not a lot of fucking money for 2 months. Whereas if you invest 300, you make 1,000, and then you invest all of that 1,000 and you turn it into 3,000 or 4,000, now you just double your profits in that month, as opposed to just fucking keeping all of your profits and just investing the same amount over and over and over again. And that's going to compound and continue to double, triple, quadruple, 10x every single month until you guys are making thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single month. And I know it's what you guys all want, but you need to understand, you need to take the risk if you guys actually want to get to that point. It does not come easy. It does not come free. It comes with a cost, and that cost is going to be your mindset. It's going to be your time, and that's something you guys really need to understand. Now, the last thing that I'm going to cover when it comes to scaling your reselling business, this is equally as important as reinvesting your profits, and that is selling on social media, bro. You have been told a lie by all these other resellers saying that you can make $10,000 a month selling AirPods and cologne on Facebook Marketplace and eBay. You fucking can't, bro. It's a lie. All these resellers, including myself, I'm being transparent about this. I make my money, majority of my money, off social media, off of reselling on social media. And that is okay, bro. That is how, that's just fucking what it is. That is the new reselling method in 2025. Reselling AirPods, cologne. If you guys are going to sell saturated products, sell them on social media. If you guys are going to sell untapped winning products, sell them on social media and supply people. You guys need to be building up your personal brand. You guys need to be posting on social media. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to post crazy content like me. Just find content that already works, that is already proven in your niche, in your industry, for the products you're trying to sell. Recreate that content, post it, and be consistent, bro. A lot of you guys don't understand this, and you don't have the capability to comprehend how important having a personal brand and a reselling page is. But if you guys ever want to transition out of reselling and you want to start a new business and you've been posting for the last year and you now have 10,000 followers, you now have 10,000 people that are going to be following on your journey and could be potential buyers of your new business. If you guys make $10,000 a month off marketplace apps somehow and you want to transition into something new, you have no infrastructure, you have no leverage, you have nothing. So you're just gonna have to start all over from zero again. Having a personal brand and posting on social media literally pretty much guarantees you success, or to somewhat, with every single business model or every single venture you go on, because people will fall in love with you, people will get to like you, and they will follow you wherever you go. So start to post on social media, bro. Now boys, with that being said, that is a very in-depth guide on how to start reselling in 2025. Everything from finding products to selling the products to scaling to finding valid suppliers. All those different things I covered in this video. Now, if you guys want even more in-depth information on how to start and scale your reselling business, I'll leave the link to my free Discord down below. You guys get a bunch of free tools, resources, reselling help, and a community full of 500 plus people that are literally willing to help you and serve you whenever you need, whether you have questions, whether you want help with your listings, whatever that might be. Everyone in that community is there to help you. And like I said, bro, it's completely free, no cost, no hidden features, nothing like that. Go ahead, click link in my description and join the fucking server. Now, along with that, if you guys are looking for valid trusted suppliers to use to start reselling or continue your reselling journey, I also left the link to all my valid suppliers down below, bk.supply.shop. These are all the personal vendors that I used to take my reselling business from $0 a month 1 year ago, working a 9-to-5 job, slaving away, absolutely fucking hating my life, to at 17 years old, only 1 year later, making over $15,000 a month, moving in my dream penthouse in 2 weeks, dropping out of school, and basically making it out of my fucking hometown. So if you guys want the vendors that help me do that, I'm not saying that they're going to help you do the same thing, because they're probably fucking not. But if you guys want the suppliers that personally changed my life, go in the description, bk.supply.shop, and I got y'all covered. Now, with that being said, I really do hope that this video helped you guys out and you guys have a little bit more of a clear vision on how to start or scale your reselling business, because wherever you are in your reselling journey, you can take something from this video, and that's exactly why I made this. Now that you guys have watched this video, it's really just up to you to take action and actually lock the fuck in, because you guys can watch as many YouTube videos as you want. You guys can think about reselling or think about starting that business however many times you want, but nothing actually changes until you start. So that is the most important step. So if you guys enjoy this content, you guys are ready to lock in, and you guys want more reselling information to support you on your journey, click that subscribe button, drop a like, drop a comment. It helps the channel more than you guys could ever possibly imagine. But that's all I got for y'all today. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and BK Supply out.